If you're not making at least a part-time income from the TikTok creativity program beta in 2024, you are missing out. People, including myself, are making up to $13,000 every single month, and all they do is post these easy AI videos
Nobody sees, but when it ends, everyone cries.
that take probably 10 minutes to make. So I'm gonna show you my entire blueprint on how to start your first page in a really viral niche, how to go viral with your first couple of videos, and along the journey, I revealed some great tips. Many of these YouTube gurus just keep it for themselves because they are very profitable. But first, we need to select a niche that has high demand and less competition. I've been doing some research, and if you have at least some experience of social media automation, then you might know that riddles and quizzes are taking over YouTube. But you know what? They are not as common on TikTok. So this is something that you can capitalize on if you act quick. I know that many of you watching this video don't live in the US, and if you know anything about the creativity program beta, then you know that they only allow a few countries to join. Luckily, I've got a solution for that. So when doing some research, we found this website that makes these US TikTok accounts. We actually got a few accounts from there, and as you can see here, we got the creativity program beta, which wouldn't actually be there otherwise. Anyways, I made a deal with the developer. Use code AUTOPILOT20 and you will get a little surprise from me to you. Now that we got that out of the way, it's time for the video creation. And let me tell you, this video is not like my other videos. We are going to be using an old method called bulk create in Canva, which lets us create over 30 videos with just a few clicks. This means you can compete through volume, or if you are serious about this, open multiple accounts that you push simultaneously. But that's something I will get into later on in the video. Also, at the end of this video, I'm going to give you something that no one else has done before. I'm going to give you full and free access to a high-ticket product that's currently selling for $2,497 that shows you how to make over $2,000 per day by just uploading 7-second shorts videos using completely free AI tools working less than 10 minutes a day. A lot of people are using this simple method to generate thousands and thousands of dollars in commissions, and you can be one of them soon. So make sure you watch this video all the way to the end to not miss out on any important step, and I will show you how to get this high-ticket product for completely free. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first tip is generating the quiz questions that will be used in the video. And as always, we're going to be using our dear friend ChatGPT for this. Now the key move here is asking ChatGPT to structure the response in a table format. This is super important for later on in this video. You'll understand what I mean. By the way, the prompt I'm using, I'll put it in the description below for easy access. So as you can see, here is the output, and this is exactly how we want it. Now let's move on to the next step, which is generating the cover image using some free AI websites, such as Leonardo AI. So just check what the first quiz being mentioned in your video will be about, then go over to Leonardo AI and click create new image. Then just write the topic of your first quiz and download the image. And once you have the image, the next step to do is to head over to canva.com to start creating the videos. And no, we're not going to be creating any boring videos. Canva has a secret bulk create feature that is absolutely bonkers. That's what we want to use. So just go over to the website and pay close attention now, because you know that I always show you every step needed. However, with these videos, you can of course use the same method, but if you want to, make your own design to make it more personalized for your TikTok page. Keep in mind, you can also go back to the ChatGPT prompt and change the topic of it if you want to create a page in a more specific niche. Anyways, let's get started with the bulk creation process. So just sign up for your 30-day free trial and create a new project with the TikTok video format. Now what you want to do is obviously upload your AI generated image and fit it to the canvas as the background. I also like to change the duration of this first clip here to about 8 seconds, which is enough time for each quiz question. The reason for this is because your videos need to be over 1 minute long to be eligible for the TikTok creativity program. So the plan is that you include like 8 quizzes per video to reach the perfect length. This is also a little secret from me to you. TikTok is actively pushing these longer videos lately as well, so posting longer clips is preferred. So now that the length and background is good, we can prepare for the bulk creation by creating all of our headers. Just go over to the next tab on the left and insert your first header. Then just copy and paste that header so you have a total of 5 headers on the canvas and place them somewhat like this. I also like to name them to keep track of what it is, but that's up to you. Think that the text in the top will turn into the actual question, and all these other headers answers will be the alternative to choose from. After this next step, it will make sense why I've placed one on the top of the other. So you want to highlight each of the answer alternatives and change the timing of them so that they show during the first 6 seconds of the video. Then do the same for the piled alternative, but instead make it show during the last 2 seconds of the video. Now just play it real quick so you can see that it looks smooth. In order to make the text pop a little more, highlight it and press up here on effects. Here, we will be able to add an outline to it. So I'm going to do something like an outline for the actual question and a background for each alternative in a fun color. And to make it even better, you can also add an animation through this button here to each text element, and the quality of the video will look a lot higher. So let's do that. Then we can move on to the next step. In order to keep the viewer engaged and on their toes, it's good to add a timer. So head back over to the Elements tab and search for timer and just pick a clock that looks good. Doesn't really matter too much. We obviously want some kind of ticking sound. So you want to search for ticking sound effect on Canva and select any of these sounds. And you want to make sure that the timing is also completely synced. I also always add this kind of sound when the answer gets revealed. And as the last touch before we do some crazy stuff with the bulk create feature, let's add a subtle wobbling effect to the background image. Just press animations after highlighting the background, scroll down to the bottom, choose this wiggle animation and turn it down all the way so it's not that intense. Now after all this hard work, you should be left with something like this. Now it's time for the mind-blowing stuff. Going back to ChatGPT, since we got all this information in a table format, we can just copy all this and go back over to Canva. And if you look closely, there is an apps tab down to the left. Just click on that and search for bulk create. You should then find this crazy feature right here. Pretty much no one knows of this feature, but just press enter data manually, then highlight the top left column and paste in all your data. Now you can right click on each text element again, but this time press connect data and connect the right data sources to each text element. And this is actually really important. Otherwise, your video will be completely ruined. Make sure to extend these purple boxes of all the text elements to be full width basically, and make the text size a little bit smaller than you think so that it never overflows or gets too big. Once you've done that, you should pretty much be set up to generate it all. So that's what I'm going to do. And as you can see, I now have a couple of pages, and the cool part is that each page has our pre-made format, but none of them have the same quiz. You might have to do some manual trimming, and the sound effects need to be copied over to the freshly generated pages. Other than that though, it's pretty finished. Unless you want to do one last thing to take it to the next level and improve the quality of the video, you can add an AI voiceover that reads all of the quiz questions out loud. So just copy the actual questions of each quiz, head over to my favorite AI voiceover website, which is 11labs.io, then make sure to pick a nice voice. After that, insert the script, generate it, and download. Pretty straightforward. And then you want to upload it to Canva and make sure the timing is correct and aligns with when the question shows up. I would do it for all the quizzes in the video since it's more engaging. Alright. So if you've come this far in the video, you've got yourself a bunch of videos or just your first. But the point is, you might not know what to do with them. Most creators on YouTube will just leave you here, but I'm determined to make you get some real results. That's why I'm gonna reveal the absolute best tips to grow. So there is this app here called Buffer. It's a really simple concept, but every content creator's dream tool. The point is that it lets you schedule your clips across all platforms, but you only have to click a few buttons. This is invaluable, since if you remember, we are using AI and are gonna be handling a lot of content. So instead of only posting your content on TikTok to earn money through the TikTok creativity program beta, you can spend the exact same amount of time posting while growing an additional 3 to 4 extra accounts. It might not make much sense now, but an account with over 10,000 subscribers, which is by the way pretty easy, can earn over $7,000 per month. Anyways, to use Buffer, just go over to this website and create a quick account. Then here, you can connect your social media accounts, and once that's done, all that's left to do is to click on Publish description in the top left corner, then create post to the right. It's really simple and easy to use. You just fill in all your metadata, and by the way, if you want a specific tutorial on how to use tags and stuff to make your videos go viral, just let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to create that video for you. The point is, just write all your descriptions and titles, then click schedule. And if you have seen my other videos, then you would also know it's best to keep a 3 to 4 hour window between each post so TikTok doesn't label you as a bot. Now here is the bonus gift that I promised you earlier in the video. I want you to click on the first link in the description and it will take you to a secret page where you'll discover how to instantly activate your $1,000 per day autopilot commission system, and I will show you how to get a high ticket product that's currently selling for $2,497 for absolutely free. That will help you scale your earnings to over $2,000 per day and earn big commissions just like these people here using completely free method. So go ahead now and click on the first link. And that brings us to the end of this video. Thanks so much for watching and I will see you on the next one.